Just a wee test video to show you what the night lights look like. You've got light on the telephone pole outside, got two lights inside the workshop, and you can see down through there. We've also got the forges going. You just see the forge light through there. It's actually better if I turn those ones off, you might see it a bit better. No, it looks quite cool when you can look down the actual chimney and see the fire, which is cool. So we're about to wire up more lights over the workbench area in the workshop, and there's also going to be lights obviously in the engine shed as well, and external light there, and there is an external light here which has got to be fired up yet. But that's quite pleasing. This is just with the straight white LEDs only. If I turn all the lights on here, which would simulate daylight, you can barely see those lights at all, which is exactly what it should happen. But here's quite a pleasing look for the blue. Whoops, sorry, wrong button. Try that. Has a real cool sort of burr nighttime effect. Ruined slightly by the white back scene, which isn't painted yet. But I suspect once that's done, you get a really cool finish to it. And due to COVID, I was not able to get the right LEDs that I wanted. So I've just had to make do with these small seed lights, they call them. They're in a pack. You get about about 30 or 40 on the string. You got to cut them off and utilize them that way, but they cost like $4 for that, which is pretty cheap. They actually look quite good color wise. It's a warm white rather than a cool white, which is really cool. So yeah, progress very slow, but we're getting there. We'll wire up a little switchboard in the meantime, and that'll be extended through once that's fitted in position to the front of the unit here, so that you can flick them on and off. Keep the outside lights separate from the internals, two lots of internals plus the overhead over the workbench, so should be quite cool. And then we can move on to the line works. That's just a mock-up. It's enough to give me an idea of where to place it on the layout and how I'm going to place it in with the rest. That'll be a limestone cliff face through there with a bulldozer with a ripper on top, and it pushes the limestone down into the shed there, and then pushes it onto a conveyor belt which feeds it through the first crusher and down into the second crusher, then onto a conveyor belt up to here, which is a simulated bins which will be there. They'll sit up a lot higher, and again there'll be lights around that little office at the end, and over here there'll be a few little bits and pieces so that the cliff swings around and gives you a bit of a break this way. I can lay my track once I get this building here, which is the reason why it's built in position. And that'll be really good, and I can lay all the tracks properly, hand lay the rest of the track through this section here. And over here will be the small township. This is fictitiously Mount Somers, but I've taken a lot of liberties with it. This is a section that really mimics an area in South Canterbury called Craigmore. I'm just really nuts on limestones. I don't know why. So yeah, looking good. We're getting there slowly.